All
But
right, so hold on, y'all. Hold on, interrupt, but we gotta talk about something serious here, man. My guy, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, coming back into the ring.
Andrade,
He's
you hear
coming
me?
back.
I'm gonna
He's coming back to the ring.
Go. Man,
Who Andrade fighting?
Man, he's not fighting nobody who you gonna want to hear about.
But
he's getting
for some reason, people don't want to fight this guy. I mean, I'm not no Andrade fan. I'm not saying, I'm not saying he's poo-poo slaw or whatever, but for some reason, they don't want to get in the ring when they don't want to come close to this guy. If he was easy cherry picking, somebody would have came and got this strap a long time ago and sat him down.
I want a serious answer from you guys. You guys consider Boo Boo Andrade elite skills? You think that those are elite skills? Beyond.
Go first, argentris.
Elite. I'm not gonna say elite. It's elite. Like it's on par with like a Bud Crawford or even a Tank Davis. But like I said, for some strange reason, people seem to think he's more skilled than we give him credit for because they don't want to fight him. He can only fight bombs. None of the top guys want to fight him. From 54, now 160. For some reason, it's something about his skills that we don't see. That those guys that are professional fighters, they see that. So they don't want to get nowhere near him, no matter how much money he give them.
Well, I'm gonna say this, Rafael, because I see you looking at you're looking at Andrade very side eye right now. like the look in your eye is disrespectful. You don't even have to say it. I can see it. I can see a glint in your eye that's just disrespectful towards Andrade. I'm gonna say this, right? Andrade is definitely an awkward fighter, right? But if you're looking at him, you're looking at his skills through a purist perspective, right? What can't he do on the ring? He can fight off his back foot, he can fight off his front foot, he can counterpunch well, he can pot shot, he can fight left-handed, he can fight right-handed. He can do it all in the ring. There's not much he can't do. And then he has a little bit of power on top of that. He can move his legs, he has good speed, he has good power. The guy is very balanced as far as a fighter is concerned. But in addition to that, he's awkward. He's hard to hit. He's everything that most fighters do not want to fight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And because of that, we haven't seen him in the ring with a lot of the guys that we want to see him in the ring with. And unfortunately, we have so many receipts to point to of guys willfully not wanting to get in the ring with Andrade, So I saw what your eyes did there for a second. You know what I'm saying? I saw what your eyes did there. But we got to look at what the facts are when it comes to this guy. And if we're looking at him through a purist perspective, as far as what he can do it all and do it all at a very high level, So what do you have to say about that? What do you have to say about that? I'm sure you got a lot to say.
Man,
I bet you do.
Where do I even start? I think I don't think he's a horrible fighter like Canelo says, right? I don't think he's a great fighter. That's for sure. I don't think he's a great fighter. And
Canelo don't want it.
I would have to agree with both of you guys. He's been avoided by a couple of people already for whatever reason. His awkward style. He doesn't put ass in seats.
No, that's not a good excuse. Don't put ass in seats. I don't want to hear that. That's cap when somebody say that. Don't put ass in seats. There's only a few fighters put ass in seats, so we can stop that.
Unfortunately, that matters to some people. I think one of the reasons why Tank went over for Barrios is because Barrios had a huge following in San Antonio. So he's trying to pick up all those Hispanic fans. But anyways, getting back to Boo Boo, for whatever reason he got avoided for his style, for the circumstance or whatever the hell happened. But he also didn't put himself in the right situations. I don't know if that was management or if that's him specifically. But if you wanted those big fights, you need to force yourself into those specific situations. And I feel like they're at 160. Those guys were all standing around waiting for a paycheck, not really trying to fight each other. And when you have that, then you run the risk of being stepped over for whatever reason. If they're scared to see you, you know, in the ring with their favorite fighter, whatever it is, right? People would demand, like, if he, I know he really wants the Canelo fight. People would demand that fight if he was runner up, whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? People would be like, "What's up, Canelo? Why can't you take this guy?" People would demand that from Canelo. The problem is that Boo Boo, I don't think he's a great fighter. To be honest, I don't think he's a very technically. I think he has attributes, and I think he has some skill. He has some power. But the power really goes away. I mean, he hasn't really put anybody's lights out. He hurts people in the first, second round, third round, but he can't really put anyone's lights out. He just didn't put himself in that situation, unfortunately. I think, unlike Tank, you know, his resume might go down by all the people that ducked him, you know, and make him look positive versus Tank, you know, all the people that he ducked.
Go ahead, argentris. It sounded like you had a lot you wanted to say.
No, he said so. He said so. I was gonna say something, but I had to catch myself because you're still going.
Write it down, bro. Write it down.
I should have wrote it down.
I heard you buffering over there. I'm like, okay.
But I'm just saying. But the thing about Andrade, I mean, what else can he do? I mean, he go to your press conference. I want to fight you. I mean, what else can somebody do besides say I want to fight you? Send you a contract. They can't do nothing else if you don't want to get in the ring.
Well, I think the biggest thing what Rafael is saying, Rafael's looking at his skill set and just doesn't feel like the skill set is there. That's what I'm getting a lot from his assessment, you know. And that's cool. You know, you're entitled to your opinion there. It's really an eye test thing, you know. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he might not be the best. I mean, Marcus Maidana didn't have the best skills, but he can fight. There's been plenty of dudes that look trash, look like they have no business in the ring, but they still can fight. So when people say, "Well, you're scared," I mean, everybody not gonna look like Ali off the back foot or Floyd throwing that straight right hand. It's not gonna be pretty like that. Or check left hooks. It ain't gonna be pretty like that. Or Tyson going body head. It ain't gonna be pretty like that.
I mean, you know, argentris beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's just his style just isn't beautiful to Rafael. I look at his style.
Dubs and L's. Did you get the dub or did you get the L? I don't care if you pretty. I don't care if you did this well. I don't care if you did that well. Did you win or did you lose? That's what it comes down to. Dubs, and there's been a lot of dudes that fought dudes they got dudes on their resumes that didn't put butts in the seat. Some dudes we ain't never heard of, they still gave him a shot. So the excuse of he looks awkward or he don't put all those are excuses. Excuses like assholes, we all got them. Those excuses. You paid to fight. This man's one of the best, whether you like his style or not. Whether you got him, no matter where you got him ranked at 160 right now, he whether you like him or not, he in the top 5, top 4, whatever, because he's a champion in that division, and nobody wants to fight him.
Absolutely, ain't no refuting that. Ain't no refuting that at all.
And if that's a fact, if this dude top 4, 5, or 3 in the division, a champion, a 2 division champ, why can't he get anybody to fight him? Unless for some reason they won't get in the ring with him.
Yeah, they won't.
So here's my question to that. What does he need to do this late in his career to get that signature fight?
He can't do nothing. What he's done it all. He crashed press conferences. He's called people out. What can any fighter do? What can any fighter if nobody wants to fight you, what can you do? People can keep bypassing you and duck, especially if they got people that apologize.
Well, you know, and that's why I'm like excited to talk about his fight right now. Like, even though I'm not excited about the fight itself, I'm excited that he's back in the ring again. Because really, that's all it comes down to. All you could do is really just stay busy And as these people get in front of you, you knock them down. But I do agree with a little bit with what Rafael says is he's not creating those knockouts and those spectacular wins like what a lot of fans want to see him create. But that's still not an excuse for people not fighting.
That's what I'm saying. That ain't no excuse.
Ain't no excuse for people not fighting.
Pure knockout artists right now. It ain't too many pure knockout artists. So stop the cap. Don't get in the ring with them. People want to see good fights. Whether dude fight ugly or not, if he getting a good fight with somebody, even if he's a ugly fighter, people still gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm glad that my guy's back in the ring and he's getting ready to fight again. It's gonna happen, I think, next month. I think he's fighting Jay Quigley, which Jay Quigley, you know, I know.
Oh my goodness! I hope he don't lose, because if he lose, your guy gonna be like, I told you.
Any given Sunday.
I told you.
You know, any given Sunday.
Hey man, but what can you do though? Just like Arjuna said, man. If guys don't want to fight you, you know, you can only fight who wants to fight you. So you know, and in his case, it's not cherry picking gone wrong. It's fighting who wants to fight him and doing whatever he can do in order to stay busy. Because you know, if it's up to whether or not he can land a big fight, the guy he wouldn't have fought in years. You know, probably years since he got a fight. So he might as well just fight these guys, and hopefully he has good performances against them. Hopefully he knocks out quickly, and that could present some sort of buzz for a big fight later on down the road.
I don't even think if he knocks him out, I don't even think he's still gonna create a buzz. I still don't think it's gonna happen.
Even if he knocks him out,
even if you knock him out, he can knock out everybody else that he's fought. That he's gonna fight in the future. I still think he's gonna be avoided. Some people they treat like the plague.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not saying they're scared of him. I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is that for some reason, whatever reason you want to bring up, for some reason they don't want to get in the ring with him. But they've gotten in the ring with other dudes that didn't put butts in the seats, that weren't knockout artists, that were ugly, sloppy fighters. So all that goes out the window. When I look at your resume, and I don't see superior boxers that were knockout artists on your resume, there were champions that sold out arenas, and I see those on your resume. You don't have no excuse for not fighting Boo Andrade if he in your weight class. You have zero.